Tom from Analogue Solutions, just going to run through some of our new products for you. Okay. This is our new step sequencer. This is the prototype, fully working prototype, and the finished sequencer will be ready and in the shops maybe 3 months. Okay, it's a 16-step CV and gate sequencer. There are 3 CV channels with obviously CV outs, quantized outputs, transpose input, and let me just change that. So the gate pattern, the LEDs in the middle show you the gate pattern, and you use the 4 controls here to add extra steps to your pattern. All right, you know, this is obviously, you know, going to send a gate output somewhere. All right, so that's how you alter the gate pattern. You also have here start and end points for looping. So this is playing the whole pattern here, 16 steps, but you can kind of bring in the start, so it's there now, and you can bring the end point in. Okay, so in real time you've got these really easy to use controls to change the pattern length, loop point, the stepping here. You have here what I call it the interval generator. This is like a little mini keyboard which gives a CV output, and you can use the CV output to either transpose the sequence or you can patch it so that you can use it to hang on a minute. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, you can use the keyboard to change the gate pattern. All right, so you could have various different rhythms.
Is this a bit based like on the fuse box, on this patternator?
So the fuse box over here has like a 4-step pattern generator, patternator, and an interval generator here, which is like a transposer. So what I did is I took this and expanded its 16 steps. So it's like a 16-step version of the patternator with the transpose, but I've also added extra CV ins and outs so you can, you know, cross-patch it in new ways. So at the moment I've got this keyboard is patched into the gate pattern. All right, so you can, there you go.
So that you had for each pattern, you have 1 gate and 1 CV.
Yeah, yeah. So, and then you can clock this. So now this is clocked. So every bar will advance the interval generator 1 step. So the first 4 steps are clocked. So each bar you'll get a slightly different pattern. Okay, which gives you kind of more variation. So you can kind of get 64 step gate patterns going on. The whole unit can be daisy chained with other sequencers, so you could have maybe 4 of these all daisy chained together for a really long, exciting pattern.
It's in a pure analog. It's not that it has USB or
no. It's not. It's definitely not a door controller or anything like that. It's purely a self-contained CV and gate sequencer. There's no USB or any controller output.
So it works excellent with your stuff and a real big analog synth.
Yeah, it's literally for CV and gate synths and Eurorack.
Can you say something also on this, what I see, freeze?
Yeah, so basically when you hit it, it will loop, whatever step it's on, it will sort of loop around that single step. So although it looks like it's stopped, it's still sending gate outs. Okay, and all of these sections have their own CV ins and outs, so you can kind of cross-patch to itself to get it to perform in different ways. All right. What else have we got? 1 shot. So that turns off looping. So if you hit start, you can start it with a trigger voltage, and it will just play once. Okay. Another thing you can do is use this. So you can program in 6 different patterns and just fire them off when you need them with slightly different transpositions.
Okay. And can we also program it on the fly? It's not that you can step the notes directly from a keyboard, or how do you program it? It's with the knobs. The notes.
Yeah,
you select the knobs with the knobs directly.
Each knob here is sends a different voltage out as it steps through.
Okay.
So you program. You could use the top row for pitch. You could use the middle row for filter cutoff, say, and maybe pulse width. Patch it into your synthesizer, and then get your sequence going. Now, if you have a CV keyboard, you can put the CV into like a transposition socket here, so you can transpose this using a CV keyboard if you have, or of course you can just use this to transpose. All right. Initially it'll be a desktop unit, but I will probably release it as a Euro rack as well, maybe later in the year.
And Tom, when we can arrive this sequence on the market?
Approximately 3 months.
Yeah. And for an expected price?
I don't have a final price yet, so I'm not going to make one up or guess. But you know, similar price to the old Overcorn that I'm still selling at the moment. But the price will be announced maybe in a month.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.